Alright, so, yeah, I was watching this movie. I now pronounce you Chuck, no. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. Okay. Funny movie. Absolutely. Kinda sorta. Have serious parts though, but some very funny parts. You should really check it out. Like, on the movie, you know. Two straight guys. One of them, he was married, his wife died, and took him some time to get over, so it's like 3 years later. And now, he's a firefighter. Well, he was always a firefighter. But 3 years later, you know, he get this paper, and it's like, it was some paperwork that he was supposed to do a long time ago, but like he was still dealing with the pain of his wife, and the papers that he was supposed to read, it had her name on it, but he couldn't do it because, you know, he was still in so much pain. So like now his kids wasn't gonna get his pension, so he had a best friend. So both of them were straight, but he was like, "Yo, we're gonna get married, and I'm gonna sign my pension over you, so you can take care of my kids if anything happens to me." So they act like they're gay. Okay. Um, And then this inspector, since like all this paperwork went through the system to, you know, make sure it wasn't a fraud, they sent this inspector out of. So, you know, now they have to actually start pretending to be gay. Like living together and all that other stuff. They actually got married, they legitimize it. Legitimize it. Legitimize it. There we go. And then it's like, that was at this party. And then like, it was a gay party. Fundraiser thing. So like, when they go out, you got all these supposedly Christians out there like throwing all these gay bashing slurs at them and stuff or whatever. And you know, I've been thinking like, I just recently became, you know, a Christian myself. Well, I always have believed in Christ since the day I was old enough to grasp that concept. But you know, I just recently made the leap March 2nd to actually turn my life over to Christ. And so like, I was watching it, and as I was watching it, it like hit me. Like, how you gonna call yourself Christian? Um, and like be standing out there and throwing all these hurtful slurs at people. It's like, okay, they're doing something that you might not agree with, yeah. I mean, like, you're a Christian. You're not supposed to try to hurt people. You're supposed to try to help them. It's like, don't focus on the bad they're doing. What you're trying to do is, you're trying to get them to realize that, you know, God sent his only begotten son, Christ, Jesus, down here to save us from our sin. You know what I mean? And if you admit that you accept Christ into your life, that means Jesus died to wash away your sins. I'm trying to make it make sense to you. I understand in my head, but it's like, okay, they're doing the sin, but if you like don't come at them at a hateful way, but you come at them at a nice way, and you know you talk to them about God. You don't try to bash them and hurt their feelings and pretty much crucify them for having the feelings that they have. You know what I'm saying? But if you teach them about God and they start focusing on God, you know what I mean? Like, all the other stuff just like fade into the background, because if they work on their relationship with God, you know, they become more Christ-like, you know. When they get to that point, they're gonna try to, you know, they're gonna better themselves. But if you call yourself like a Christian, but you're gonna be out there throwing all these hateful slurs at people just because you don't approve of what they're doing, why would anybody want to be like you? You know, I mean, like, come on. Like, if you call yourself a Christian and you're out there giving this image of Christians like hating people, why would anybody want to join somebody that hates people? Like, you're supposed to accept people for who they are. Like, um, okay, we were all born sinners, so therefore we all sin. That don't so Jesus died for all of us. So that means, like, of course, in God's eye, one sin is no bigger than the other. But since we all sin, I'm living just by me living right now. I'm sinning. So that don't mean the dude who's anybody, some a gay person because they're gay. Yes, it's you know what I mean. But a sin is a sin. So, like, okay, so they're partying and they're gay, and you're sitting there throwing hateful slurs at them. Don't it say love thy neighbors or something like that? So therefore, since they're not following the word. Well, kind of sort of, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause saying the Bible don't, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? But and like, you're also not supposed to hate people, but if you calling yourself a Christian and you out there throwing hateful slurs at people because you don't approve of what they're doing, y'all both sinning. And yeah, you think their sin is worse than yours, but actually in God's eye, your sin and his sin is all the same. So really, should you really be doing that? But you know what I'm saying? This is just my opinion, and this is how events, it's just on my mind. You know what I'm saying? So